Okay, you guys, we're about to get started with my weekly planner, but I've got a Wit. He came over to give me a quick hug before I get started. All right, be careful, Wit, okay? Yeah. I wanted to hop on real quick and show you this week in review. So we are at Tuesday. It is almost Wednesday. And last week I showed you guys what it looked like, me getting my week started, how I was planning. I want to show you what I've just completed for today. So I went through, I looked over what appointments I have, looked over what priorities I need to take care of, reviewing and highlighting just some minor things that I need to mark off my mental list of completion. But let's go ahead and walk through, shall we? We are in my classic Tyler binder from FC. So classic size, the black rings. Those of y'all that know me know I love this planner. You guys, I went out of town last week and I carried this with me. Yes, was it bulky and heavy? Fine. But it did carry, at the end of the day, absolutely everything I needed in order to get my work done. I am in the process of transitioning out of the Stalogy half year that I have where I keep all my notes. I did go ahead and start adding some paper into my planner so that way I can start using this for writing my notes versus carrying a notepad plus the planner plus all the inserts, blah, 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 blah. Make sense? So things I've got in this pocket still are items that I need to go through and take care of, file away, pay, whatever it is. I've got postage stamps just in case I need to mail out cards and stuff. You guys will actually notice I've got some thank you cards that I want to send out and some inspiration cards. So I've got Happy Mail that I'll be using these stamps for with those. Still have my dashboard up here. It keeps me nice and inspired. I've got the boys' schedule. I went over this last week, what it looks like. So I've just got the highlighted dates so I know what days are mine. Baker and Whitner are actually on spring break this week. So Mama is working from home today, and then we have football practice. And we are going to the craft store. That is the big adventure today. We're going to be, Whitten wants to make a mask. So we are going to be making a mask for this child this week. Touch 33, the real estate stuff, I'll be working on this week to get my marketing stuff up and running. My other full-time job, I will be getting all my marketing stuff planned out as well. So I've got those two that I have made a priority that I will get knocked out either Friday of this week, if not by the weekend. And then I have just my bill calendar. So it's a separate color so that I mentally know what I'm looking at. But it's just got my bills, y'all. I update this thing and I'm going as I go, right? I am not planning out the full year in advance because I am trying to get better about obviously knowing what bills are what, but I just paying my credit cards, the statement balance ending, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be working on that. I have still one address that I need to plug into my phone. Last week I was going to work on it. I didn't, but it's still there to remind me. I also have business cards, positivity cards that I can mail or hand out to people. I've got my Post-it notes in my little zip pouch in case I need those. A little folder for my job just for receipts that I need to file, expense out, personal expenses for my receipts that I need to, put out if I need to, and then my realtor ones. I don't really have anything this week that I needed to worry about, so those envelopes right now are empty. For March, so let's hop on in, shall we? I want to show you guys real quick. So everything last week worked really well. Monday, I'm actually going to walk through. Those of you that are new to my channel, I do not filter anything out. So literally you see just my real life. That way you know what I'm doing. I don't really edit. The boys are with me for spring break. So that was done. I picked them up at 7 a.m. yesterday. I dropped them off at the kid care place that they go to so I could get a little bit of work done. I got follow-up stuff done. I got some data entry. Who doesn't love data entry? Insert sarcasm here. Had to remind myself of a phone call that was going to be taking place, a conference call for today. So you'll notice I delegated it forward because I knew it was something that I didn't need to complete the call yesterday. I needed to make sure that I had it on my calendar for the next day, which was today. I did the order. I had to place an order on a phone, so got that done. And then I followed up with my fridge. It's in the process of trying to get repaired. So I took care of that. It's there, but I also had to delegate because I didn't get an answer yet. So it's carried on for today. I was able to pick up the boys at Kids Park. And then I met with a girlfriend of mine. So that is what that looks like. Today, the boys are with me. I had originally planned that I was going to take them to kids care, but I was able to get my stuff knocked out from home today, and the boys wanted to stay home with mom and have some quality time, so we stayed here. Had a 6 a.m. conference call, I had a 7:30 a.m. conference call, and I've just been working on a whole bunch of follow-up tasks. We've got football practice later, Witten's craft stuff. This is another perfect example. I want to remind myself that I have to pick up new cleats for the kiddos, so that is a priority. Actually, it's probably a B. And then Witten's craft isn't a priority for sure, because the cleats we have until the weekend to get that knocked out. This was a meeting I was supposed to have a P&L review. My counterpart needed to reschedule, so we'll just mark through. My follow-up tasks are still carrying all the way on, so I'm still using my time. I'm gonna keep that right there. And then because I'm not picking up the boys at childcare, I don't have to worry about that. I'll be using some of this blank space to go do these little prioritized tasks that need to get knocked out. Does that make sense? And then we have football practice tonight. So my planner method is I don't try to over boggle myself. I'm not looking to make this planner look or appear to myself like I'm Superwoman, because I'm not. I'm trying to be efficient. I'm trying to make sure that my tasks that will move the ticker get done, and that's what matters to me. So today, for example, is a combination of being effective with work, but also effective with my follow-up tasks from like a professional hat, and then on a mom perspective, making sure that I'm just attentive to the kids. So I've been made breakfast, Belgian waffles. We are going to be doing this quality time with the craft store, going to football practice. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't need to look overly cluttered, and I don't need to necessarily micromanage, make the waffles, blah, blah, blah. No. What works for me is I still want to make sure I don't forget to do the craft, because I committed that to Wit, and ideally the new cleats, because I think we'll have some time to go grab those before football practice. And part of the reason why I want to get that done is because as my week starts picking up, so does my work schedule. Tomorrow I've got dropping off the kids where they need to go. I've got my one-on-one call. I've got a board meeting. I've got a client meeting. I've got another meeting. I've got a call. Do you see what I'm saying? So it like starts looking, it looks simple, but yet there's things that require attention and require planning. So this is what it looks like. This meeting at 10 o'clock, I made a little note for myself to take some food, because I promised them I'd drop some breakfast off when I come. So that's knocking that out. Then you go into Thursday, again, another pretty busy day. We've got a startup at work, so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget that important task. I've got a call, another call, another call. I've got another call. I've got a meeting, and then we've got the boys' football practice. So this is what it looks like right here. This, though, goes back to on Thursday, because I know that my boys are on spring break. More than likely, I'll be working from home again. I'm truly blessed in that I have the autonomy that I can do that when I need to. My company is super forward thinking in that regard and supportive. And they know that I don't get to see my kids all the time. And so they understand that I will work my booty off, but if I can also have some good quality time when my kids are home, which I'm very thankful for. So that is what this looks like. And then I've got Friday. As of right now, I have a call. I'm keeping this area very intentionally blank, because I can promise you guys that anything between Wednesday and Friday is going to end up carrying itself over here. Plus, I would also like to be able to do something, just quality time with my kids towards the end of the day, because it's going to be wrapping up their spring break. I need to make a note here. So there's a little note that says buy snacks, and I'm buying snacks because for Witten, it's the boys' first flag football game of the season, and he gets to take snacks to his friends. So I needed to make sure that not only do we have to take them, but I'm trying to plan according, because I know that I need to carry them. I don't want to do it last minute, especially when the game is at 8 a.m. Because you guys, I am not running to the grocery store at 6 a.m. unless the world is on fire. Does that make sense? So that is what I have there. And then as of right now, Sunday, I don't necessarily have anything here. The intention behind that is ideally, the boys and I are hoping that we can sneak away for a mini road trip, use the rest of that time Saturday, maybe spend the night out of town, and then come home on Sunday. So that's why that looks that way. And then on Monday and stuff, the things that I already know to do is Monday, I know that the boys have school because they're back from spring break and they'll be with me, dropping the boys off at school. So I try to just leave it that way, but really focus on 1 week at a time seems to be best for me. I've got the calendar all the way through July. I'll be working on adding some important dates that I know are already necessary for my calendar, but as of right now, those are not on there yet. March stayed the same. I haven't done anything different with this. Last week, if you looked at my video, it was really with intention just to see what aerial view projects I have for one of my customers. And then over here, we had some periodical work that needed to get done. So I've highlighted as we're going. And then this week we have 5 locations remaining. So I know that the last 5 will be done. And then I also needed to get some work orders created for our client. So I just made a note for myself. So that is what that looks like. I also have, I showed this to you guys. So I'm going through what I call just a co-parenting journey. I have a copy of first blank paper for notes, but I have a copy of my decree and a copy of my parent plan. So that stays there. And then I have some information for one of my customers that I met with some people while I was out of town last week for work when the boys were with their dad. So I need to take the information that I gathered on here and I need to transfer it over through a computer program. I'm waiting for IT to give me the access I need. So it's there to remind me not to forget that I need to get this dang thing done, but that's why. So with that said, I see you, I love you, you matter to me. Thank you for joining me on this awesome journey of planning. My writing utensils this week have been the Uniball Air, Sharpie highlighter, nothing fancy. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. I will make sure to post a video next week and let you know how I am doing in the planner that I love, my Tyler binder. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye.